Ladies and gentlemen, it's aCHICKENsammich here, bringing you another gameplay commentary on Call of Duty Ghosts. This time I'm playing free-for-all using the FAD with silencer and extended mags, and on Overlord. I do pretty good in this game. You'll find out the result at the end of the video, because I think I'm just tired of spoiling everything for y'all. If I hand everything to you, you guys will never learn anything. Okay, so topic of today's commentary. I really didn't want to touch on the subject to try and stay out of political realm as much as possible, but I made a video a couple days ago about Christmas and I mentioned political correctness, and there's something I have to say about political correctness, and this is going to be it. It kills the conversation. It utterly destroys points of view, and it shouldn't. Dialogue is what makes us great. It allows us to be able to communicate and talk and give point of view. Now, the subject I'm going to talk about today is one that I wanted to stay away from, but I really got to talk about it. I don't want to make this video, but I'm going to. It's about the Duck Commander, Phil Robertson of Duck Dynasty. Now, a lot of people have given him some hate. A lot of people have supported him. I'm going to say this right now. It is not a free speech issue. It is a political correctness issue. And I'll tell you why. He had an interview with GQ magazine under which he said some unfavorable things about homosexuality, among other things, but that's what's really got the firestorm all up about this on the internet. I've seen people talk about it. A lot of people who I've subscribed on YouTube have given their 2 cents about it. I'm going to give mine, and I'm going to give slightly different perspective on it. And a lot of people don't cover the whole story. Now, I'm going to be quoting him, what Phil Robertson said in this interview. Now, the GQ interviewer asked him about it. Asked him. He did not willingly share it, just out in front of, oh, by the way, he was asked about his point of view on it. Obviously, he's a conservative Christian. He's going to have a certain view on homosexuality. Now, his thing was, he goes, as a man, he goes, it seems to me, a vagina, as a man, would be more desirable than a man's anus. That's just me. I'm just thinking. There's more there. She's got more to offer. I mean, come on, dudes. You know what I'm saying. But hey, sin. It's illogical, my man. It's just not logical. You know, sin. He's talking about undesirable traits within people, actions spoken of in the Bible. He also goes on, he quotes Corinthians. He says, do not be deceived, for idolaters, nor adulterers, nor male prostitutes, nor homosexual offenders, nor drunkards or swindlers, or such will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. He said that line. He insulted a lot more people than homosexuals. But most people are just like, you know, he is quoting the Bible. He is saying what he believes. It is a point of view. It is not hate. Hate is insulting a person directly. I believe alcohol is a bad thing. But just because somebody imbibes alcohol does not make them bad. Okay. I believe... And I am a Christian conservative. I will put that out there. But I believe, love the sinner, dislike the sin. You know, I have that philosophy, and I've had that for a while. I hadn't had it all my life, but I have it now. I've learned this. Now, let's put it this way. He said, he was talking about it as illogical, as in it's kind of unnatural and stuff like that. Now, let's put it this way. Whenever a vegetarian comes up to me and says, eating meat is a bad thing, and I'm a meat eater, trust me, he is not showing hate to me, he is expressing his opinion. That is what I put it on as a level. Is expressing of opinion, not hate. People need to know what hate is to understand what it is. Most people don't know what hate is. A different point of view is not hate. Just because I don't believe something is right does not believe that the person who is doing that act is bad. Okay? Now, I have gay friends. Most of them know my point of view on this, but they know I don't hate them. I tell them I don't think what they do is right, but that's not my business. Now, I will quantify it in a different way. Now, I will use a logical argument to understand my point of view. Okay, fornication is a sin in the Bible. If an unmarried couple has sex, that is fornication. And if gay men or women cannot get married and they fornicate, well, get married under the eyes of God, if they cannot get married in the eyes of God, then it's automatically fornication. So they will never ever not be fornicators. So that's where I put it. You know, I fornicate. I'm not gonna lie. I am not perfect. Nobody's perfect. The Bible also says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. We are not perfect. You know, we as a human race are not perfect. And there's a lot of fighting amongst a lot of people. This has probably one of the most divisive times in history in our country, where so many people will fight over every little thing. Gay, straight, Republican, Democrat, rich, poor, black, white, you know, north, south. Everyone will fight just because they have a side to stand on. It doesn't mean you have to fight. There is no reason to fight over something somebody has said. And this man has lost his job at A&E. He's a millionaire. He doesn't need the job at A&E. People don't need to go out there and say, this man, he's evil, he's bad, he hates gays. He doesn't hate them. He will even say himself, I am a product of the 60s. I centered my life around sex, drugs, and rock and roll until I hit rock bottom. Accepted Jesus as my Savior. My mission today is to go forth and tell people why I follow Christ. Also, what the Bible teaches, and part of that teaching is that women and men are meant to be together. However, I would never treat anybody with disrespect just because they are different from me. We are all created by the Almighty. Like Him, I love all humanity. We would be better off if we loved God and loved each other. That is a quote from him too. You know, it is not something he said. He says, he also went and said, he goes, it is not my job to judge. That is the Almighty's. He has said this, Phil Robertson. He has said this, and a lot of people have taken so much out of context of what he has said. You know, he was asked his point of view. He gave his point of view, you know. As I said towards the beginning of this video, he did not go out and just say, oh, by the way, I hate gays. He did not do that. He was asked what his point of view on homosexuality is, and he gave it, and he was honest about it. You have to respect a man who is upfront and honest. Of course, some people might say, well, you don't need to know my opinion. But the thing about it is, I respect the person who will go out of their, will be upfront with you instead of, of course, you also say, well, he's not showing tact. You know what? He was in an interview with a guy from GQ magazine, and you know what? He could have gone, you know what? You don't need to know my point of view. And that reporter may have bothered him, may have insisted on it, may have been there just to cause a firestorm all over the internet about this, you know. So, and that's just, you know, people have got to realize that there are different point of views in this world, and not all of them can be viewed as ignorant. because people have their point of views for a reason, and you got to take a look in the mirror and realize you may be ignorant yourself. So, this has been a commentary. You will see I have won this game, and if you like the video, please like it. If you feel like I have taught you something, or if you have been enlightened, share the video and please subscribe for the next video. This has been a chicken sandwich, and thank you for listening to my rant today. I appreciate it.